All right, Pisces, we're going to get into a reading. We're going to see what this person's feeling and thinking for you. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. At least I think I'm going to. That doesn't mean that I'm going to. But let's see what's coming out. Friendly reminder, guys, I've got gift certificates available. If you'd like to purchase one, you can email me. Also have my courses and workshops 50% off. All of that can be found in the description box. Patreon and channel members get to see all readings first. So we are bringing in a no contact energy, and I know a lot of you don't like to hear that, but I've got time apart, and then I have a lesson. So someone taught you how to set a boundary. A lot of you might classify this person as your twin flame, but ultimately it doesn't matter what you classify the connection as. I am feeling that there is a divine counterpart, so to speak, that taught you how important boundaries are, okay? So you've learned a lesson with this person, and I learned it the hard way is what I just heard. Oh, let me go ahead and apologize for all the noise that you're gonna hear. You may hear my dishwasher, you may hear my washer, you may hear Ella. There's no telling what you're gonna hear, so just be patient with me, guys. It's funny, I think Ella's starting to get used to being here, and she will literally lay at my feet right here beside me when I do readings. She will lay right at my feet. And this morning I was sitting on the couch. I'd got up, taken a shower, got everything done, and was just chilling on the couch. And she come and laid right beside me like a little dog. It was so cute. And she fell asleep on the couch. It was so sweet. That's the first time that she's done that. Usually I make her come up there with me. What do we have? What's the energy for this person that we're bringing in? I'm hearing the song, oh, look, there you go again. Put it on that smile again. Even though you know you've had a bad day, doing this and doing that. Always put yourself last. A whole lot of give and not enough take. The song is called Fall by Clay Walker. Now, I don't know why I'm hearing that. Someone could have unwillingly fell for you. I don't want to fall. I'm not falling for you. But what I'm seeing is like someone who's going bungee jumping and they don't know that their friend's about to kind of push them off the cliff. Like, you going, you just don't think you are. That's kind of what I'm getting. There was a little bit of like panic when this person met you. I'm panicking. Some of you could have recently watched the movie, is it Step Brothers? Because I'm seeing the part in the movie where he's in the back of the car and I think they're going to a family reunion or a Christmas party. They're going to something. And in the movie he says, I don't care, I'm gonna drop that motherfucker. Like that could be, someone could have recently watched that. Yeah, someone's wanting to reach out. See, that's what I'm saying. Now, these cards had come out and it's teamwork and family sideways. So I don't feel like someone wanted to be a team player. I'm not gonna be a team player. Someone could have not wanted a family. Someone could have not wanted to build something. Usually with family, I think of responsibility. When you start having children, when you have a spouse, when you have animals, when you have bills, those are responsibilities. And all of us are adults here, so we know that, yeah, you want to grow up very quickly when you're little, but once you've grown, you're like, holy crap, what was I asking for? I was asking for stress. I was asking for me to lose my hair because I'm tired and there's a lot on my plate. That's the energy I'm getting here. Someone could have not wanted to deal with the responsibility that you and the connection with you would have brought. Not because you're not worth it, not because they didn't want to, but realistically, when you're an adult, this is what I'm gonna say. The older you get, I think that we start recognizing how responsibilities can make us feel a little bit of resentment or even make us question why we allowed ourselves to take that on. So I think of people that I've dated where I'm like, why am I dating you? You're giving me a headache. Why did I ask for something that is becoming a burden? Not because I didn't enjoy spending time with them and didn't enjoy dating them, but there were aspects of it that would make me resent what I've asked for. Why? Because there's responsibility. There is compromising when maybe I don't want to compromise. There's that kind of energy coming in here. And I get that with this person. There could have been something where it was like, no, I'm not being a team player. I told you I don't want a relationship. I told you I'm not having children. I told you we're not getting married. And some of you, that could have resulted in you guys breaking up or no longer speaking again. And time apart could have brought, again, clarity that boundaries are needed. You can't make someone change their mind. Someone either wants something or they don't. But if they don't, are you going to continue to be like, but I'll put myself on discount? Well, I mean, are you sure that you don't want to wife or husband me up? No. If you don't see it, if you don't want it, sucks to be you, because as soon as you put it on the shelf, it's getting snatched. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. So some of you have had someone say, I don't want this. I don't want to deal with this. This is too much. I don't want to be a team player. No, thank you. There's a lot of chemistry here, though. Yeah, there's a whole lot of given, though, and not enough taken. So it was definitely unbalanced. I'm hearing Rihanna singing. I'm seeing the name Megan. Someone could also be a vegan. All right, what's this person thinking and feeling? Yeah, someone here is not wanting to see something. You might not want to see that this person's not going to give you what you want. Some of you are trying to be patient. Some of you are waiting for this person to change their mind. Some of you are not seeing that what you're asking for, you're not going to get from this person, at least not right now. And when they're ready to give it, you might not be ready to receive it, or you might already be somewhere else by the time that comes forth. Some of you are not wanting to see something, though. Now, here's the thing. This could be this person. I'm hearing the song Anatomy by Kenzie. She used to be on Dance Moms. Now, that song is about her father. But the lyric I'm hearing is soaking tissues, lying to my sister like I don't really miss you. So you could have been lying to people, saying that you don't miss this person, you don't care about this person, you don't like this person, it ain't that big of a deal. But there could have also been an energy where this person's doing that as well. It's a little bit of energy of both of you shedding tears and acting like it doesn't mean as much as it really does. This doesn't mean anything to me. But then you also go home at night and you cry. Like, that's the energy I'm getting here. And I'm tired of it, is what I just heard. How is this person feeling for you? Let's get into their feelings. Feeling like there was a missed opportunity. So this person's in a place right now where they're like, I missed my shot. I missed my opportunity. Because here's the thing. People don't call you up twice and say, hey, do you want to marry me? Hey, do you want to build a life with me? Hey, do you want to travel with me? Hey, do you want to have something? If someone tells you no, the only people who are going to hang on, cling on, and beg are insecure, codependent people. And I'm going to be blunt with you. Before you come at me in the comments, maybe you need to take a mirror and look at yourself and go, okay, wait a second. Has this person told me no? Has this person rejected me? Has this person put time and distance and space in between us and I don't want to accept it? Because if so, some of you are needing to take a step back and ask yourself, why? Why will you not accept no? Why will you not accept some sort of rejection? Some of you, this person has been blunt with you. I don't want a family. I don't want to get married. I don't want that. And again, you're being patient. You're trying to be understanding. You're waiting for them to change your mind. When in reality, don't wait. Say, okay, well, you're going to have to see this as a missed opportunity, and you're going to have to now question whether or not you really missed your shot, because I'm gone. I'm out of the state. I'm out of the country. Sorry, you're going to email me and you're going to get that I'm out of the office for 2 weeks. I'll contact you at my earliest convenience type of message. Some of you have really got to take your power back. Now, for a lot of you, you've taken your power back, which is why this energy is shifting, so to speak. So someone is seeing you as a missed opportunity. Someone is seeing you as something that they didn't. This person could have not accepted you for who you are. That could be for some of you. You could have had a relationship with this person and felt that they were trying to change you. That's going to be for some of you. And you could have had to place a boundary with the due respect of you are who you're meant to be, whether they accept it or not. You should date people who want to learn who you are. Don't date people who want to change you. Okay? Because when you date people who want to change you, there's something to do with them that's a problem and they're projecting it onto you. You can't fix that. Okay? You can't fix that. So you've learned your lesson here. You've gotten to a point where you're like, I ain't trying to put a square peg in a round peg hole. Let's just throw the whole fucking toy out and I'm just going to go buy a new one. That's your energy. And this person's at a place where it's like, I'm doing deep self-reflection on the fact that I could have maybe had something here and I didn't take it. Again, it's kind of like, imagine that the car that you want is at the dealership. It is the mileage you want. It's the color that you want. It is everything you want. It's been on your vision board for years. But you get the opportunity, and instead of shooting your shot, you're laying on the couch for 7 days. I don't know, should I get it? I mean, I'm getting everything that I want, but do I want the responsibility of taking care of it, doing the oil changes, a car payment? Instead of looking at it as, oh my God, I'm getting a wish fulfillment, I've got to take it now, think about it later type of energy, this person just kind of let it chill. And now there's a question of, did someone get my dream car? Am I going to see it driving around town with someone's got their windows down and their hair pulled back, listening to their favorite tunes? And I'm going to be the sucker that missed out because I wouldn't go after what I wanted. That's the energy I'm getting here. Yeah. Ace of Swords is about truth, clarity, insight. Okay, give me a little bit more for what this person's feeling for you. They could feel that you're going towards a new beginning. They feel confusion. They feel a lot of illusion. There could have been an opportunity for you guys to fix this, work on this, see where this could go, and it didn't work. It's like there was a choice. Should we reunite? And what does that reunion look like? There could have been confusion, illusion, or a lot of options. For a lot of you, this is a relationship where neither one of you feels secure in it. And because neither one of you feels secure, it is allowing the confusion, the illusion, and all of the options of what it could be, what it might be, what we should make it into, to consume it, which is allowing it to just sit there. It's like you're waiting for your yeast to rise so you can make your bread. But in that, there's a lot of confusion and illusion. Is this going to be the best bread I've ever had? Did I fuck it up? Do I have what I need to make it? Well, I guess we're going to find out. I'm going to let it rise. Like, that's the energy I'm getting. So this person's doing a lot of deep self-reflection. Now, it's funny because yesterday, after I got done working, I sat on my couch and I said to myself, you know who's disappeared lately? The twin flames. I've not seen the twin flame come up in readings lately. And I said to myself, I wonder what the twin flames are up to. Like, what are you doing? Why are you being so quiet? And they told me as I was sitting there, well, they're in deep self-reflection, Danielle. And I was like, oh, so that makes sense. That makes sense why I've not seen the energy come up. It makes sense why they're not making their presence known. Because whoever you classify as your twin flame is doing a season or a time of, I need moments to myself. I need to really think about what's happening, what's going on. I feel like someone here is reevaluating the past year so the next year can be better. So a lot of you, you're connected to someone that you classify as a twin flame, or someone where you're like, no, that person, that was a pivotal moment in my life. If it wasn't for me meeting them, I don't think I'd be who I am today. So did it work out? No. But are they a big part of my story? Yes. Like if you wrote a book, this person would be in it. You might change their name, but they would still be in it. So I was saying to myself, I bet they're in a lot of deep self-reflection. And it's funny to me. That's interesting. Did you hear my fridge? My fridge just turned the water on. And I was thinking, it's a pretty inconvenient moment for the water to just start randomly running for my fridge. And I heard, no, it isn't, because that's this person's emotions. This person's emotions are inconveniently running at a time, in a season, at a point where it's like, fuck, I thought I hid this. I didn't know I had this feeling. I didn't know I felt this. That's what's happening right now. So it's funny that when I sat on the couch yesterday, I had thought about the twin flame journey, and I had thought about where have the twin flames been, because they have the tendency to make their presence known in my readings. So this person is taking a step back. So this could be someone who's canceling plans. This could be someone who is just kind of blending in with the wallpaper. They hear people talking about Christmas parties. I'm not going to go out of my way to be a part of it. Like if y'all make me come, I will, but I ain't going to go out of the way to be like, yeah, I'll be there. That isn't this person's energy. And they're doing a lot of self-reflection on your guys' dynamic, choices that have been made, choices on whether or not they were being made from a place of love or a place of, I want what I want, give it to me. Yeah, and then something resulting in a separation. See, that's what I'm saying. How does this person feel about the separation? Ten of Pentacles. So someone here feels that you left them behind because they won't marry you or they won't grow something with you. Someone here is like, you want what you want from me, and because I'm not willing to give it, you're cutting me off like a loose string on a t-shirt, and you just gonna throw me in the trash. That's what I'm getting here. So now they're doing self-reflection on what they've done or their lack of what they've done to get them here. Like, what did I do wrong? What is it that I said? Or maybe there was something that I didn't say. And I think this person's going to start to see that there was a choice made around either some sort of celebration, dating, or reunion where there was too much confusion, illusion. It's like things that this person should have said they didn't say. Clarification this person should have brought to the table they didn't do. It's an energy of, well, we both just know what this is going to be and where it's going to go, right? No, we don't. Unless we have a conversation about it. I'm not a fucking mind reader, and even if I am, I'm not reading your mind. That's the energy here. So this person feels that the reason you've placed a boundary and you've slammed the door in their face is because they're not giving you what you want, or they were not long-term material. That's at least how they view you. Yeah. And that you're either... There's something here about recognizing something. Oh my God, this person's heartbroken. When I say this person's heartbroken, I'm not kidding. This person needs a big old hug. Poor thing. Okay, hold on a second. This person actually might be thinking about taking a leap towards you. A leap with communication. Because this person is so sad and disappointed. For some of you, this person didn't realize that their actions had that much effect. Maybe this person didn't understand the weight of their choices, their actions, and the lack thereof was going to make you feel a certain type of way. Again, for some of you, you could just be reevaluating your year. You're at the end of 2023, you're reevaluating. Maybe you're cutting this person off, you're blocking them. You're like, listen, I've been waiting on you. It's like waiting on rain in a drought. I'm done waiting, so we're done. And now this person's like, wait, why does it bother me so bad that you cut me out? Why am I feeling so disappointed? I wouldn't be so disappointed. It's kind of an energy of, I'm disappointed, but I didn't give you what you wanted or what you needed for you to stay, but I'm disappointed. So I put myself in this situation. That's kind of where this person's at. This person's also recognizing that a lack of a leap, not taking a risk, not speaking truth is again the reason that they got there. It's a little bit of like, but there's unspoken, we just know this, right? We don't have to speak about it. Okay, I would say that if you're maybe 16. If we're 16 and we're at the homecoming dance and you think someone likes you and your friends are all like, no, they like you. We'll assume we're 16, it don't matter, we ain't building anything. But when you're an adult, I would say that can really jeopardize or f up a connection because you're playing the assumption game. I assume that you know how I feel, I assume that you know what I want, I assume. So this person could have made a lot of assumptions. Well, I just assume that we're gonna figure it out, so let's not really say too much or put too much of it's an energy of like, let's say that you're dating two different people. You've got one who isn't going to tell you where you're going to go, isn't going to tell you what the purpose of this is. They're not going to tell you if they're taking you out because they just want to sleep with you or they're taking you out because they want to date you. There is no concrete direction. There's a lot of options. Well, I don't know. Let's just take it day by day. There's even a little bit of confusion in that, which can result in illusion and having someone thinking something is what it isn't. And then you have a different person who's going to come in and they're going to make their intentions known. It's an energy of, this is what I want. This is what I'm assuming you want. Let's talk about it. This person wasn't the second one. They were the first one. And I feel that they're doing a lot of deep self-reflection, that they can't just assume that you know what they want, what they're thinking, what they're expecting, how they're feeling. There's a lot of learning happening here. Learning about their self, learning on how they show up in relationships, the lack thereof. But it has everything to do with a boundary that you placed because you've been like, okay, enough's enough. I would rather drown in a 2-inch river than deal with this shit. That's your energy. How does this person feel? Feeling like, yeah, so this person really is wanting to have a conversation. There's a lesson here. There's also a conversation and movement. I want to have a conversation with you in divine timing about a cycle being completed. This could be something that's happening because it's intervened by the divine. It's a little bit of the divine being like, listen, I'm about to put a knot in your ass. Get up off this couch and get it together. That's how the universe is treating this person right now. Something that they're learning. So what did they learn? What have they learned? They've learned something about conflict, disagreement, differences. Yeah, something. They could have learned why they were so conflicted about building something. There's a lot of combativeness, pettiness. There's a lot of, I'm not going to agree with you simply because I don't want to agree with you. So try to get me to change my mind. That could have been this person's energy. They could be really learning a lot about themselves, about how they act when they're jealous, how they feel when they feel that there's other competition against them, why they act in a way where it's petty in their disagreements and in their conversations. This person has learned something recently and they want to communicate this with you. It has to do with lack of stability or lack of a foundation. So this could again been someone where there's water under the bridge. Y'all might not fix it, which I'm seeing that you actually might, because this person, when I tell y'all they're heartbroken, I'm not flipping kidding. This person though is going to tell you, the reason I couldn't be A, B, C, or D is because there were parts of me that made it incapable of me being that version of myself. And there was a lesson that I was learning in that. The lesson is that maybe I like to stay stuck when I shouldn't be. With the Five of Cups, that's an energy of sadness and disappointment, regret, not having the ability to see where things are working out, but looking at where things aren't and really honing in on that. And that energy, that viewpoint could have had this person be in a place in their life where they were not bending, they were not compromising. Now, put down below if you've ever been there. I've been there before. I've been so broken by someone before. And the relationship that I was in, that it was hell or high water. You could bring me $1 million and tell me that the sun rose and sat on my butt, and I would tell you that you're a liar. Why? Because everybody's a liar. That was my energy. I was so sad and disappointed that I was conflicted within myself. That's what I'm getting here. And I think this person could want to speak to you about some sort of internal conflict that they have. Why am I sweating all of a sudden? Temperatures, it's getting hot up in here. Okay, give me a little bit more. This person could be feeling really conflicted as well, because as much as they don't want responsibility or anything like that, deep down they do. They want the things that they don't want. Okay. I mean, we all change our mind. If you would have asked me 5 years ago, do I want children? Do I want to get married? I would have said no. Now I'm like, well, I mean, if you bring children and a marriage to the table, I might take it. I'm a little more open-minded now. Like, that's the energy. Yeah, being spontaneous. There could be some sort of spontaneous action that's going to be taking place. What does this person want to do? What do they want to do? What do they want to do? Do you want to see what come out? What do they want to do? They want to overcome challenges. Okay, so last night I was laying in bed, and when I say I was almost asleep, but I wasn't asleep. When I say I rose up like I was dead, I'm not kidding. I started hearing Shania Twain. Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. We might have took the long way. We knew we'd get here someday. They'd say, I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us going strong. We're still together, still going strong. And when I started hearing that, I sat straight up in bed and I was like, wait a second. I've not heard that song in 15 years. I mean, maybe longer. And I heard, as soon as I said that, I was like, that's random. And they said, no, it isn't. You need to do a reading on this. And I started writing it down. I was like, okay, let me write it down real quick before I go to sleep. And I wrote at the end, you're the one. You've always been the one, and you'll always be the one. So there's something here where no matter the time, the distance, the space, no matter how much I hate you, you hate me, no matter how much I'm like, oh no, you the problem, there's an energy of, but does anyone match me the way that you do? Can anyone understand me the way that you do? There's this ebb and flow. They're showing me a tree house. And if you've ever stayed in a tree house before, you know that they build tree houses with the trees. They build these tree houses to where as the tree moves, the tree house moves. That's kind of what I'm getting with your guys' dynamic. There's this learning curve. There's this understanding. There's this building of a relationship where it's complex, it's complicated. Not everybody's going to get it. Not everybody's going to understand it. Not everybody's going to like it. Not everybody likes tree houses. But there's something magical. There's something beautiful. There's something magnetic. There's something peaceful about it that you can't explain. But you also know that you don't want to live without it. That's what I'm getting here. And I feel that you guys are like a tree in a tree house, where one moves, the other knows how to bend, and vice versa. And I feel that it's been a lot of push and pull, hot and cold. Why can we not figure this the kind of energy? Because there was things about both of you that needed to change, that needed to grow, that needed to evolve. And maybe the past version of you would have been quick to put a match on this relationship and been like, oh, let it burn, baby. And now you're like, okay, wait a second. Hold on. What am I burning? Are they willing to bring the action to the table? Why? Because you're not you're not an overgiver anymore. But you also know that you can't go around barking and demanding things from people and not expecting yourself to compromise. You've learned that fine line. You've learned that fine line. They're showing me someone like walking on a fine line, or what are they called? Tight lines in a circus. So is this person going to take action towards you? Magician. Right now they're trying to manifest you. Okay, so this person, if you've been seeing this person's name a lot, hearing songs that remind you of them, let's say you get in the car and you turn on the radio, you ain't listened to the radio in 10 years, and the first song that comes on is Shameless by Garth Brooks. That might be how this person's feeling for you. You might be like, wait a second. I feel like this song's just hitting differently today. Oh, it's hitting differently, all right. This person could be trying to manifest you back to them. Why? Because they don't really want to take action. They don't want to be the one approaching with their tail in between their legs going, what happened? Why'd you leave? Because they know why you left. They know. They're doing a lot of self-reflection on that. They're doing a lot of self-reflection on the fact that they feel that this is a missed opportunity. But is it really a missed opportunity when you didn't take... Here's the thing. If I come up to you and I go, here's a Coca-Cola, and you go, I don't want it. Here's a Coke. You then can't come to that person and snatch the Coke out of their hand and be like, oh, I decided I want it. You snooze, you fucking lose. Maybe you should go sit in the corner and ask yourself, why did you not want to take the opportunity when you had it? That's where this person's at. Why didn't I take the opportunity when I had it? Was I making a choice from love? Or was I making a choice of, I'm going to be right, I'm going to do what I want to do, and I don't care if I regret it? That could have been this energy. But now that this person's wanting to manifest you back, they're wanting you to be at a place where you're maybe taking action that they don't have the strength and the courage to take. This person could also be manifesting, there's a lot of nines here, 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months. 9 years is a long time, y'all. But we'll say it. This person could be manifesting something to go in their favor, some sort of wish fulfillment. There could also be some sort of status or financial level that they're trying to accomplish or achieve. And they could feel that they're not getting it. So if this person is not approaching you because they don't feel like they have enough money, or maybe they rent and they feel like you want to be with someone who owns a house, I would say that there is something inside of them that is still lacking or still missing. Because a true, healed, enlightened person would know that love, it doesn't matter what you bring to the table. It doesn't. Now, is money beneficial? Absolutely. Is having your shit together beneficial? Absolutely. But the people out here screaming, well, they got to have $500,000 and they got to own their own home and they need to have 4 cars. They're not with you because they like you or they love you. They're with you because of what you have and what they can gain. So make sure that you're recognizing when someone is in it for you and when someone is in it for what you have. I feel that this person's got to get recognition that when there's love there, when there's a genuine connection, it doesn't matter if you're homeless. It doesn't matter if you're jobless. It doesn't matter if you're toothless. Well, you know what I mean. Love is love. And what does love do? Love multiplies, which means what you come to the table without in that love, in that connection, is going to multiply. You want to buy a house, you feel you can't achieve it alone, you found someone you want to build with, guess what? You guys might be able to get that dream house. Why? Because there's two going against the goal instead of one. But you need to make sure that you're matching someone and that you both have each other's best interest at heart. And I would even say make sure that you're protecting each other legally. Because. So I do feel that there's multiple things going through this person's mind. I think they're trying to understand something. I think there's a version of their self that they're trying to get to, they're trying to achieve. I also feel that that's something that's holding them back. It's like this person's got to recognize that you don't like them or you didn't like them because what they have. You like them because you like them. I'm hearing the song. What's the song? We could be starving, we could be homeless, we could be broke. As long as you love me, we could be... Yeah. See, that's what I'm getting. Maybe this person's been taught, or it's a feeling that they have, that they're not lovable unless they have a lot to bring to a table. So I know a lot of men like that, and I also know women like that, who feel that if they're not that over-accommodating, let me give, I want to give you all my money, I want to literally give you my heart on a platter, that if they don't do that, there is a possibility for the connection to fail. I would say that that shows that there's a faulty foundation. If the one time you're not going above and beyond for your partner and they get so triggered and pissed off, oh, you didn't bring me dinner today, oh, you've made me mad, instead of saying, you know what, you worked hard all week, I get it, let's just get takeout on Friday because we all tired. There needs to be a balance, there needs to be a flow. I do feel though, this person could have dealt with people, family members, friends, lovers, who always made them feel like it's never enough. I can never give enough. I buy you the brand new car you want. Guess what? You wanted the limited edition. It's never enough. That's kind of the energy I'm getting here. I make $40,000 a year. Guess what? It isn't enough. Be glad you got someone with a job. I mean, honestly, we got to start really accepting people at face value and saying it isn't what they have, it's who they are. I know of plenty of people who've been in connections and both of them been so stupid broke, the only thing that they could eat for dinner was noodles. Now those couples drive Bentleys. Now those couples have a $600,000 house. Why? Because instead of pointing at one another and being like, well, you only make $20,000 a year and you working at McDonald's, they were like, you know what? We've got potential here. We're both hustlers. It don't matter where we hustling at. We hustlers. So why don't we use that fuel together and let's hustle something. Let's figure it out. What we gonna do? And they maybe become business owners. There's so much that can happen when you believe in yourself, but you believe in your partner. And I feel that there's something that this person's learning. Yeah. Okay. So let's wrap this up. Give me a little bit more. Nope. I do not want you. I do not want you. Give me a little bit more on what this person's... Okay, that's interesting. This person can feel that you might not want them. Because it's funny how I picked up this deck and then I was like, nope, I don't want you. You've got to go back. You've got to go right there. That's weird. That's weird that I picked up that deck and then was like, no, I don't want you. So this person could feel that you're going to be like, no, I don't want you. I don't want you. Go away. I don't want you. How does this person think that you feel for them? They think that you've taken a leap or a risk. They could also think that you see them as a fool. They could feel that you see them as a fool. Like you're an idiot. You missed your shot. Be stupid over there. That could be how this person thinks that you view them. Yeah. So they view you as someone who's gotten out of a place of stressing, worrying, or anxiety, and you've moved on. But you could also view them as someone who wants something but won't go after it. There's a lot of sixes here too. 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months. They could be seeing that you have some sense of success or victory in your life, if they have a way of seeing that, if they can keep eyes on you. feeling like they want to come back around. They do feel that there's a blockage though. So this person does want to come back around, but they also feel that you're either going to block them, ignore them. They could feel that you have blocked them. They could feel that you're so confident, independent, abundant, and that there's some sense of sadness and disappointment that they brought to the table. Again, it's an energy of been there, done that. What do you want? Like, that's the energy here. And this person does want to come back around, so much so that they want to win you at all costs. I want to be the winner here. I want to come in. I want to step on your toes while I'm picking you up and swooping you out of the door. Like, this person's energy is all over the place right now, which I think is why they're in deep self-reflection, because there needs to be some sense of direction with all of this energy. Are you going to give it your all? Or are you going to say, you know what, that's the one that I let get away. I'm just a loser. It is what it is. They've got to figure that out. They are a little worried though that you have either moved on so much so that you're in something else, that you're getting recognized beyond a belief or compare that they would be able to bring to the table. It's an energy of you've moved on. You're getting success, you're getting victory, you're getting recognized. Can I compete with that? Can I win you back when I've pretty much put you out of the car and been like, I can buy a new one? Can you? Because guess what? The store closed and I ain't on sale no more. That's the energy I'm getting here. And that's how this person feels that you're gonna maybe show up to them, is if they do decide to come back around and say, hey, how have you been, stranger? I've missed you. Hope you're doing well. You're gonna be like, the number you have reached is currently unavailable. Please dial again or leave a message. Like, that's what I'm getting, okay? Give me a little bit more for what this person's feeling for you. This person's waiting on you. And this person's seeing clear as day that something's coming in towards you, something that you've asked for. I'm telling you. Wanting to walk towards their emotional fulfillment, ready to complete a cycle. You might not see that some sense of investments is going to come back out of nowhere, and you have a possibility of investing where you once wanted to. Let's get some of my cards and wrap this up. So you're going to have an opportunity to invest with someone that you once wanted to give it all to. Whether or not you decide to invest with this person's up to you. I see that you've learned the lesson, which means if you allow this person back into your life, there is no way that you're going to allow it to be what it used to be. But this person is a little consumed with the thought that you will block them, or you just kind of chalk them up as an idiot. You're just an idiot. You didn't see what you had. That's your problem. Like, that's kind of how this person views you. Okay, give me a little bit. What's this person thinking? What is this person thinking? I'm thinking of you. I can't quit thinking of you. I've been craving you. You like a bowl of nachos, honey. I've been wanting to grow this. I'm unsure where to start and if you're even on board. See, that's what I'm saying. You make me feel things no one else has ever made me feel. Committing is hard for me, but you've been making me want that life. That's what's making them so conflicted. I want a life I said I didn't want. And you know, it's funny because at the beginning of this, I had said, remember 5 years ago, if you would have dated me, talked to me, or asked me, I would have said, do not date me if you want children. I'm more than likely am not going to get married. I will live with you. We can build something, but like, these are my ands and for buts. Now, I'm at a place where I'm like, don't come near me unless you want to marry me and have children. Things change. But that can also bring a very conflicted energy inside of yourself, especially if one day you think you want something and then the next day you're like, wait a fucking minute. Do I want something different? Do I really? And I would say as you grow older, as family members start to pass, people move, people start growing their own families, your children start growing up, you start realizing how life quickly changes, but how maybe some of the things you said you didn't want, you do want. So like, again, when I said that this morning, I told my daughter, I was like, yeah, I had someone ask me the other day, do you want to go out? Do you want to chat? And I was like, no, listen, unless you plan on wifing me up and having children with me, we ain't got nothing to talk about. And she was like, you ain't having no more kids? And I just kind of looked at her and she's like, Mom. And I was like, girl, listen, I don't know what the future holds, but I ain't making no promises. I'm so open-minded these days. I don't know what's going to come out of me. I might own a zoo one day. You never know. That's kind of what I'm getting. This person's very, very, very internally conflicted. I thought I knew what I wanted. I thought I knew what my 5, 10, 15-year plan is. Do I not know myself? Do I not know what I want? You got me tripping. You got me stumbling. Why you got me thinking I want something now? Yeah, wanting to celebrate with you, wanting some sort of opportunity. Yeah, they're wanting to possibly even release some sort of emotion. They could be observing you in silence. They could be blocking their emotions, they feel that they're in control, but they also feel like they're losing control. I want to release the emotions I'm feeling. I'm tired of being secretive. I'm tired of observing you from afar. Yeah, again, low energy. Someone here has low energy. Someone here is resting a lot. So this person wants to grow with you. They're unsure how you feel. You got them thinking about things they never thought that they would think about. Yeah, this person could be indulging in some sense of codependency, or they could be not really seeing everything clearly because they're indulging in escapism. So this person could be watching a lot of porn is what I wanted to say, or they could be drinking a lot, smoking a lot, partying a lot. Oh, I'm thinking about you tonight. Guess what? I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna get drunk, and by the time I get home, I ain't even gonna know my name. That could be this person's energy. And they could be recognizing that they feel that they're in control, but they're actually not. Tonight I'm drowning is what I just heard. So it's an energy of I'm recognizing that I'm drowning in the things that I'm trying to hide. I'm not in control at all. They're in control of me. Very interesting. So this person's learning. I would even go to say that this person's learning the hard way, but they're learning. So you got someone wanting to build a life with you. It's got them feeling very uncomfortable. It's got them feeling like they've missed out on an opportunity to build with you, to be a team player. Yeah, wanting to date, wanting to go out, wanting to have fun. This person could have not learned their lesson, though, with lesson learned in the reverse. There might be something here where this person's going to say, you know what, this was bad timing. I want to give in. I want to do something with you. Let's see where this can go. But there could be something that they still have not understood or learned that's needing to be understood and learned. Okay? Okay, so something that this person might still be needing to perfect is their ability to be alone. This person could be indulging in other people sexually. That is a way for them to escape you. But there's also something that they're not seeing. What they're not seeing is that sex with you is healing. Sex with other people is temporary fulfillment. We know those connections where you use some people as a bed stuffed animal. It's just like, yeah, you here, you in my presence, you kind of get on my nerves, but you here. We know those kind of people. I feel that that's I feel like that's this person's approach, or at least it has been. You're like a gnome in my front yard. You're here. I'm not really gonna get to know you on a deep level. There was very like superficial connections, but I feel that connecting with you healed them on a deeper level. Now this person could be wanting to connect to you passionately. Okay? So be aware. I'm seeing for a lot of you, though, that you're not going to be passionate with this person until they commit to you. So that could be how you're going to get this person to fold. That's going to be for some of you, because I'm seeing it. So, okay. Yeah, you're needing to give it time. Give it time. So I feel like you need to be patient when you guys connect. I would even recommend taking it slow. A lot of you, though, are going to want to be passionate with this person as soon as you see them. And if that's what you want to do, have at it. Do your thing. But I am seeing that if you want something long lasting, you need to be patient. You need to give it time, and you don't need to rush it. Don't rush the passionate part of the connection, because then you might find that that's the part of the connection you guys run to instead of communication or trying to understand one another. oh, we fought, we don't want to have a conversation about it, let's sweep it under the rug, let's connect passionately, and let's act like that didn't happen. That can be a problem, especially when you go to walk out the bedroom after 3 years and you tripped over the rug where you're brushing everything under. That will be the reason your relationship falls apart. So give it time. Give it time for you guys to work it out, for you to figure it out, for you to see what this person wants with you. But I am seeing that there could be something that's going to grow from this if you want it, because they want to release their emotions towards you. I want to surrender. I want to purge these emotions. They even feel that this would be a form of self-love. So I would say that this is starting to bother them so bad that it's an energy of, I just got to get this off of me. I got to get this off of my chest. I want to start over. Yeah, I feel the sexual tension. I told you. I told you. Somebody wants to connect with you. I want to start over, but I don't know how. I don't know if I can do this. I want to make amends with you. What's the I can't do this though? Because that could be an energy of I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to handle this. Again, I was talking about responsibility at the beginning of this reading. Okay, wondering how you feel. That could be what is bothering them, is that they want to have a conversation or have an approach, and they feel that they can't do it. They could feel that they don't have the strength. They could feel that they don't have the courage. Some people won't approach you because they don't want to get rejected. That's scary as hell for someone to reject you. But rejection is a normal part of life. There are going to be people you want to be friends with that is going to reject you. There's going to be people that you want to date who's going to reject you. But I'm going to tell you what I tell my baby. Those people who are rejecting you now are going to be people in 10 to 15 years where you're going to be like, I'm so glad I ain't with them. I know plenty of people that I've dated and cried that it didn't work out, who some of them are dead, some of them are in prison, some of them are crappy parents, ain't worth a and I would have been stuck with that. When there is rejection in something, it is protecting you from what you can't see and what you don't know. So just know that maybe there is something in people's lives that you shouldn't have to go through, that you shouldn't have to deal with, and you're being protected. But also knowing that you could be rejected by someone that you really like, you really care for, you want to be with is traumatic. And I feel that that's where this person's at. They're a little traumatized. They're a little overwhelmed. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. So this person's just needing to take a step by step. I think if you want to send this to this person, send it and tell them to jump to this place. She says she needs to talk to you. Jump to this place. If I knew this person, if I seen this person, I would tell them, you're only going to regret the jumps and the leaps that you don't take. You will never, ever, ever regret taking a leap and falling on your face. But you will regret what could have been, what should have been, what might have been. So don't be one of those people. Take action where you feel called to take. Even if it means sending the, hey, have you been text? Hey, I just wanted you to know you were on my mind. It doesn't matter what it is. Something simple is better than nothing at all, because you don't want to be on your deathbed wishing that you would have done something but you didn't have the strength or the courage. Rejection and all of those emotions are powerful, but they're teaching tools. It's a learning experience for us. And I would say that fear and the fear of rejection and the fear of failure is only trying to protect you of what might happen. They don't want you to fall on your face, but who said you were going to fall on your face? Who said that you're not going to marry that person? Who said that that job's not for you? You're only going to miss the shots that you don't take. So take your shot. I would tell this person, yeah, you feel that you can't do it, but what bothers you more? Feeling like you can't do it, or feeling like someone else took the opportunity that you didn't have the strength to take? Because someone's going to take the opportunity, and you're going to be like, ooh, I wish they weren't with so-and-so. They ain't worth a damn. They ain't as cute as they could be. They ain't as... Yeah, but can you critique someone when they did something you weren't willing to do? So they say that they can't do it, but I would argue that they don't really have a choice. It's time to sink or swim. It's time to allow something to be done, to let it go, to never have it again, or to shoot your shot and possibly allow it to fail. But again, you won't be on your deathbed wishing that you would have done that. I know of plenty of older gentlemen, and it's usually gentlemen that I have these conversations with, who would tell me, You know, Danielle, I used to date this girl when I was like 21, 22, and I wish I would have said this to her. Never said it to her. I wish I would have, though. Why didn't you? I don't know. And then they go on to build a life with someone else. And I'm not saying that they're not happy. They are. They're happy. They're content. But it always eats at them that they never said that thing that they should have said. Sent the thing that they should have sent. Because the words unspoken are words that can get in the way of a possible future. And I know of people who haven't said things and 30, 40, 50 years down the road have reconnected with that person because they finally said what they couldn't say 40 years ago. And then they'll tell me, you know, I wish I would have done that because I've wasted 40 years. That was 40 years I could have spent with this person. You have to have strength. You have to have courage. The worst thing that can happen is someone tell you no. The worst thing that can happen is it not go in your favor. But it could. It could go in your favor. It could be everything you've ever wanted. It could be everything you've ever asked for. But if you don't have the strength and the courage to go after it, do you deserve it? That's the true question here. So that's what I would tell this person is, yeah, it seems that it's hard. It seems that it's complicated. But what's harder and what's more complicated is you sitting in this energy forever and allowing something to go to waste. Because if it's that amazing, is it really worth letting go? A lot of you, the connecting, the passion, that connecting is like out of this world. And that's something that this person misses a lot. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. Have a blessed day, guys.